Hey, docs. That was supposed to be my intro if I had better audio and everything, but it turns out that I'm an idiot when it comes to preparing my camera, so over the course of a bunch of shooting and fun locales and everything, I forgot to put on the correct audio, so it sounds like garbage.
This is Running on Empty Patreon, thing. We're doing one of...
Now you might be wondering, Haedox, where's your cartoony avatar? Haedox, why haven't you cut your hair? Haedox, why haven't you shaved, and what is wrong with your face? And to those questions I say yes. You're right, I'm sorry. So let's just get right into it without the funny locales or anything. Let's have some fun in the closet, as they say. Happy Pride. Since 2015, I've been making YouTube videos about all sorts of topics. I've made videos about industry discussion, critiques on games, video essays, silly stuff like that Knuckles video I did, the parodies of Game Hypothesis, top 10s occasionally, but not really since Watch Mojo ruined those. It's been pretty fun. I like improving myself as an editor, a script writer, a voice performer, if you could call a YouTuber that, and everything in between. I feel like since the time I started making that silly Rise of Lyric video that was utterly terrible, please don't watch it, I've come a long way. Every part of this creative outlet is fun. Reading comments about how terrible my ideas can be is fun. It's all fun. I like it. Thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna say that a million times like every single YouTuber does, but Patreon, the plague of...
Yes!
I want to work with more artists to make my videos more aesthetically pleasing. I want to work with more editors to make my content more consistent. I'll always be in the driver's seat. This isn't some game theory corporation. I'd like to get more of my ideas out there on a consistent, regular basis. Something I've been working on for the better half of a year has been this nostalgia series idea. It's like a very long critique. It's almost done. Here's a little preview of it. I think it looks cool, but that's the sort of stuff I want to start doing. Hopefully with the Patreon, this will give me more time to just work on videos. Right now, I work on the farm, I do other odds and ends like waiter work, stuff like that, and I'm also a student. And on top of that, I do YouTube stuff. So it's a pretty packed workload. Ideally, I don't think YouTube is ever going to become a full-time gig, but I'd at least like to have it where I'm a student and I can work on YouTube just as two things, you know? Not having to balance everything and try to make consistent quality stuff. This way also you can support the channel without having me send you to odd, shave, terrible mobile gamer, whatever else people are promoting nowadays. Do you like Keemstar's fidget spinner? How about a Kickstarter on food games? Let's talk about the Patreon itself. Now, my Patreon isn't going to be some microtransaction thing where I restrict communication with myself, my videos, or anything like that. I think having a Patreon be the wall for talking with me when you could just message me on Twitter or anything like that is silly. I don't want to have my Patreon be like an elite tier of Haedoxers, where this is the only thing you can do to contact me, or you're gonna get videos before everyone else. That's not my idea here. I think of it more of just a way to support the channel with a little bit extra stuff if that's what you want. This stuff is gonna be like outtakes, bonus content, stuff that I've scrapped that no one's ever seen, credits at the end of the video, stuff like that. I don't want it to be too big where people who just want to watch feel like they're missing out or anything like that. Honestly, just you watching means a lot to me. You commenting, liking, and everything like that under the YouTube sun is just enough, really. Because I know that there are better things you can spend your money on than a YouTube gamer boy like me. If you want to just drop in pocket change, the tiers are $1, so if you drop $1, you're gonna get everything. I don't want to have it restricted or anything, because like I said, I'm a YouTuber.
But we have stretch goals!
There are 4 tiers! And I'll just explain them a little more in depth so you understand what I'm talking about. The first one is to afford all the subscription services like Adobe Creative Cloud, because, you know, I'm a good copyright boy. I don't pirate anything. This will also help me save money for better equipment, like a better camera here that I want to use more in time and not F up the audio. The second one would be primarily to bring more people on board, like work with more artists. If you couldn't tell, that nostalgia thing, as well as the other concept art I have here, has been made by Dinero. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It was a pleasure to work with him, and I'd like to do more of that kind of stuff in the future. This would also help me to work with other editors to help stuff get out more on time, since I'm not good at making videos. You can check out the boys who have helped me with stuff here, and they're really good, and I like to work with them more. The third one is the dream, I guess. It's maximum stability, where I won't have to worry about working those other jobs, and I can just focus on YouTube work as well as my student stuff. The last one is probably the most interesting. It's basically a 24-hour Garfield Games marathon for charity. What that entails is 24 hours of me live streaming a bunch of different Garfield games. I'd have to pick them all out. Straight. 8 or 12 of those would be Garfield Kart, don't worry. That's not going to die out for a little while. I'm still thinking about the charity I'd like to represent. If we ever hit that, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm thinking either one about mental health or the PCRF. That would be the nightmare goal to get. So that just about does it. I don't want to go on too long about anything in the world. I guess right now I can say thank you for watching. Just you watching is honestly enough. You don't have to donate or anything like that. If you do, I really appreciate you. And if you don't and you're watching this, I still really appreciate you. You know, insert comment here. Even you who told me to die. So how's your week been, fellas? We had a good E3. It was nice, but it was also bad. Those are the two things that I could say about it. The Spyro remake looks cool. What are you excited about? Tell me about your day. I'll be reading them. I have nothing better to do other than to work on videos and work when I have to work.